Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel RT Vibes by Sanika. Today I'll be teaching you all a very different technique of a geometrical art. Hope you all enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and drop a like and comment if you like this video. So let's begin by drawing a very light outline of the sketch that we are going to do today. This is a very simple form that I am teaching you all just to get a hang of this technique. Later on you can try doing this with various other shapes and objects, that whichever you like. So I have drawn one full apple and I am drawing one half cut apple in the side of it. I am just lightly drawing the outlines of it for my reference. These are not going to be our final lines. Now let's start making the final lines. So when we are making these lines, we need to make sure that we draw small lines over the reference line which we had drawn earlier, and in this way we'll get a geometric shape. As you can see that I don't have any curves here. I am making straight lines at different angles by going over the reference line which we did earlier. So in this way, go on making continuous small straight lines. These lines will be at different angles and I am trying to make them just over my reference lines. You can draw these lines a bit lightly. I am drawing it darker so that they are clearly visible in the video. Now we'll be making triangles inside this. So basically the entire aim of this geometrical art is to make our entire design filled up with different size triangles. So now I started making different triangles inside my apple design. As you can see now, this is somewhat a trapezoidal shape that is formed over here. So in case you have this shape, you can just divide it by drawing a diagonal so that it gets divided into two triangles. So even if you form any shape, you can just go on dividing it to make triangles of it. Don't worry about making the same triangles that I am making right now. Just go on drawing different size triangles. Make sure you don't draw too many small size triangles. So let's speed up this process a bit. I am just going to make the triangles in the similar way which I started with. While doing this, make sure that your initial lines, you remember them. You can even draw bigger triangles like this in the beginning and then go on dividing them into smaller parts, just like I am doing over here. I have just marked a bigger area and then I am dividing it into smaller triangles. One more thing that you need to remember when you are doing these triangles is avoid making all the triangles starting from one point. Otherwise it will look coming radially out from one single point and that won't look that nice. So try and make them in various different angles. Just go on making these smaller triangles and dividing your entire drawing till it is completely filled up with triangles. This is the only rule you need to follow. Now I'll just slightly make the lines lighter by erasing off the darker area since I had already drawn them quite dark. And now let's start coloring it. I am taking some scarlet red, some crimson red, a slightly darker maroon shade. I am making it by mixing some little amount of black and brown to my red, and I am taking some orange. Let's start with the full apple first. I am starting with my darkest maroon shade which I got by mixing some crimson red with my brown and a little amount of black, and I am starting to paint one triangle at a time. So I am just considering the parts which are going to be in slight depth and slight darker areas of my apple, and I am painting those with this darkest color. Make sure you paint one triangle at a time, and also make sure that you avoid painting two triangles that are directly adjacent to each other. Try to paint triangles that are not immediately besides each other, since we don't want to create a patch of the same color. Now I have taken the plain crimson red color and I am painting few of my triangles besides those maroon triangles with my crimson red. In case you don't have the exact colors that I am using, you can try to achieve somewhat similar shades, or else you can go on experimenting and try it with different shades also. So now after the crimson shade, I'll start coloring it with my scarlet red. I have just added a slight amount of crimson to my scarlet red, and now I am coloring the remaining central parts with that. And now I'll start with my orange and color my remaining triangles with my orange color. Now I am taking some green shades. The three greens that I have made, one is the sap green color. You can make that by mixing a dark green and a yellow ochre. Other is the normal dark green shade, and one is the light green shade, which I made by mixing some dark green and lemon yellow. So I'm starting coloring my leaf with my darkest green first. I'm going to paint with the darkest green in the bottom parts and going to go with my lighter green on the top parts of the leaf. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and drop a like and comment on this video if you like this technique, and also let me know which other forms would you like me to try with this technique in the comments below, so that I can put up a video on that too soon. Also, if you are not following me on my Instagram, then do follow me. I have tagged the link of my Instagram channel in the description below. You can tap on that and follow me on Instagram. My page handle is RTVibesOfficial. Okay, now I am starting coloring the half part of the apple. For that I have used a very lighter shade of green, which I made by mixing my green with a lot of white. And I have made another shade which I have made by mixing some lemon yellow and white. And let's paint the skin part of the apple with greens. So I have chosen one apple as a normal red apple and the another to be a green apple. So the contrast of greens and reds is beautifying the picture more. Again, I am painting the other remaining triangles with the sap green. The earlier ones I painted with my dark green color, and then the remaining ones I will be painting with a lighter green. These are the same green shades that we used for the leaves. I am painting the stem of the apple with a brown color and also the seeds with a dark brown shade. So we are done painting our apples, and now if you want you can leave the drawing here itself, or you can start inking it. So while inking it, remember that you use a thicker pen or a black sketch pen for the main border that we did in the beginning. So the main border will be drawn with a thicker black sketch pen, like the way I am doing right now. Remember, while drawing it again, you make the similar kind of small straight lines, and you don't make any line as a curved line. And after you are done with the border, then you can ink the internal triangles that we have with a normal gel pen or a ball pen. Any kind of black thin pen will do. I am using a fine liner. You can use any kind of pen that you wish, which has a comparatively thinner nib to ink the inner triangles. I'm just going over my original border lines to ink it with a pen. You can totally avoid this inking part and keep the drawing as it is when it looks after painting also, if you have painted it clean enough, it will look beautiful that way also. Also, if you haven't seen my earlier videos on simple floral painting, I have it right next, so tap it after this video to see them. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you try this, don't forget to send your work to me on my Instagram, and also let me know in the comments if you like this video and which other art form or which other object would you like to see me do in this same style. Stay tuned for the next video coming soon. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.